do you understand that you do have a right to contest this violation of probation charge and to have a trial on it? And in fact, all parties are present and ready to go if you had chose that. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All rise, please.
All right, Ms. McClure, you're the prosecutor and Mr. Lowe. So this is in the matter of people of the state of Michigan versus Cody Lowe, files numbers 21-20527 FC, 23-21347 FC. I have Ms. McClure appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Cody Lowe being represented by Charles Noe. This is the date and time set for a probation violation trial. Mr. Noe, how are we proceeding today?
At this time, Your Honor, my class will be unemployed.
Okay. So let me grab his files. All right, so Miss Holly, the Montalvo file is done. Ms. Teskey, does she need to stay, or are you going to stay for the plea on Mr. Lowe?
No, I don't need to stay for that, but did you, Claude, Howard, and I had Matt Coaster? Are those done?
Coaster was adjourned by the attorneys. I think Ms. Adams said December 17 at 8:30. And what was the other one?
Howard, Claude Howard. It was Jim Daly's case.
Preliminaries. Oh, it was waived. I don't have a date yet.
All right, that's it then. I'll take off. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Right, let me get back here. Hold on.
Judge, while we're waiting, I have written down, there's 2 VOPs on each file.
Yep, I'm looking. I have a September. Okay, so I'm looking back because I know we have a couple. So I have a violation of probation from October 1 of 2025. And then there is one before that for September 17 of 25. Is that correct, Ms. Teskey?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Lowe, want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, want to scoot up a little bit, and Mr. Noe, we're loud as attorneys, so why don't we slide that mic in front of Mr. Lowe?
Sure.
All right, so Mr. Lowe, we are here today. It is the date and time set for a VOP trial and a violation of probation. You have retained Mr. Noe as your attorney. Are you satisfied with Mr. Noe as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Noe has stated that it is your intention today to plead guilty to all of the violation of probations on each file. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, do you understand on file number 27, on file number 21-20527 FC, on that file, you had pled to assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation. So the maximum penalty, if you plead to these violations, could be up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and then on file number 23-21347 FC, on that file, you pled guilty to a controlled substance delivery manufacture of heroin and or fentanyl causing death. Let me see. Oh, no, he pled to count 2, Miss Walsh. Right, the delivery less than 50 grams.
He did, Your
Yes.
Honor.
Okay, and
That's
so do you understand that carries a maximum penalty of up to 20 years in prison?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now, do you understand that you do have a right to contest this violation of probation charge and to have a trial on it? And in fact, all parties are present and ready to go if you had chose that. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that throughout that trial, you would be presumed innocent until your guilt is proven by a preponderance of the evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, to have your lawyer ask those witnesses questions, or you may ask them yourself, and to have me order any witnesses you might have to appear. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do not have to testify at your trial, and no one can say anything about you not testifying or hold it against you in any way. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the other hand, do you understand that you have a right to testify at your trial if you want to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Lowe, on both of these files, the first violation dated September 17 of 2025 alleges that you committed a technical violation and that you were ordered to report to probation as often as required, and that you failed to report on September 16 of 25 on your routine report day. And you were also ordered to complete and enter and complete the adult recovery court program and comply with drug testing requirements on the color brown, and that you failed to submit a drug screen on September 15 of 25 as instructed. So do you understand that's the allegation on the September 17 of 2025 violation of probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how do you plead to those 2 counts? Guilty or not guilty? Guilty? Say it again for me.
Guilty, Your
I
Honor.
spoke over you, I'm sorry. All right, and then we have the October 1 of 2025 violation of probation, which alleges that on March 1 of 24, you were ordered to report as often as required. Okay, and so they added a count to the September 17 plea. No, wait a second. So there's the September 16 failure to appear and then failure to drug test. So in a way, Ms. Teskey amended it. So there is the count 1, you failed to report on September 16 of 25. And then count 2 is that you're ordered not to use any illegal controlled substances. And it's alleged that you tested positive for alcohol. You're not supposed to use alcohol either. Morphine or benzodiazepine on October 21 of 25, admitting to heroin use 6 days prior to that date. And then count 3, you failed to comply with drug testing requirements on September 15 or any time thereafter. So they're kind of the same, but they added to it and amended it. How do you plead on the October 1, 2025 violation of probation?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand that you're giving up your right to have your trial today, as we've already explained to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anything been promised you to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone threatened you in any way to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
If I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty to these counts?
Yes.
All right. So, Mr. Lowe, on both of these files, how do you plead to the September 17, or I'm sorry, there was request and summons for probation violation that's dated September 18 of 2025. That's the date it was filed. On March 1, when you were placed on probation, you were ordered to report to probation as often as required, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you were supposed to report on September 16 of 2025. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you report that day?
Don't believe so.
Okay, did you submit a drug screen the day before?
No.
But So you were supposed to test on the color brown. So Ms. Teskey, that would have had him having to test on September 15, the day before report day. Is that correct, Ms. Teskey, on a Monday?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So you're supposed to drug test on September 15 and report on September 16. Did you do either of those?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And is that because you were positive in using?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And then we'll move on to the October 1 of 2025 violation of probation. Again, you were ordered not to use any illegal controlled substances or alcohol. On October 1, you did submit to a drug screen and you tested positive for alcohol, morphine, and benzodiazepine. And you admitted to heroin use 6 days prior. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And that's because you had used heroin 6 days prior
Yes, Your Honor.
and consumed alcohol.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Then, okay. And that again has the failure to test on September 15th. So it was amended to add count 2, right, Ms. Teskey?
It was, Your Honor, but this violation originated from August. He received a violation for being out of state without permission. And so I think we need to arraign him on, or have him plead guilty to that one as well, because he hasn't pled on that one.
What day was that filed? Let's see.
August.
August?
Yes, that's, hang on a second. I'm trying to pull all this up.
See if I can find it.
It was violation of the law and by leaving the state.
Let me see, because I've got October. Oh, here we go. I got it filed on 9/11. Let me go back.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Lowe. There's another one. So on September 11 of 2025, Ms. Teskey did file a request of warrant for probation violation, which alleges that you were ordered not to leave the state of Michigan without permission when you were placed on probation. And on August 3rd of 2025, you left the state of Michigan and you were in Ohio when you were pulled over by the Toledo Police Department for speeding and a seatbelt violation. And then count 2, you were actually given a citation for speeding and not wearing a seatbelt on in Lucas County, Ohio on August 3rd of 25. And that is a violation of criminal law, which is a violation of your terms of probation. So do you understand those allegations against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I wanted to address something on those particular allegations. Certainly count 1, I certainly get.
Has he not gone to court on count 2?
Count 2, he paid the tickets, but I've dealt with this issue before, not before this court, before another court. These are civil infractions. They're not criminal offenses. So I know my client wants to plead guilty, and I wanted to clarify on the record that I can't, I know it's maybe not necessarily a huge deal in terms of what happens on the ultimate outcome of this case, but those are, I pulled up the Ohio code, those are civil infractions, not criminal offenses. And so I don't know how you can legally plead guilty to that when I don't believe that those are criminal offenses.
All right, so Ms. Tuskin tried to pull up his probation terms. Those are citations versus criminal. I'm gonna look at
But the count 1, he absolutely left the state. There's no dispute.
I will take a plea on count 1, but not count 2, Your Honor.
Okay.
That works for
All right,
us.
so we'll dismiss count 2. So is it your intention to plead guilty to count 1 for leaving the state of Michigan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so one of the terms of your probation is you couldn't leave the state without our permission, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you went to Toledo on August 3rd, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
What'd you go to Toledo for?
It's going to work.
Going to work. Okay, so here's the thing. You're on probation. You're not allowed to leave the state. You don't wear your seatbelt and you speed. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Like, did you just have a flag saying pull me over now because I want to go to jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. All right. Anything to add to any of those, please, Mr. Noe?
No,
Okay. Accept the pleas. They've been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. He has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation.
Judge, my client would prefer immediate sentencing if that's possible.
I think because of the nature of the charges, I don't know if we can sentence immediately, Ms. Teskey.
No, Your Honor, I mean, he can waive his right to an updated violation report, but
I'd rather
I have
not
a-
in this.
I
I'd
have a-
rather not in this case. There is a victim on one of the charges, so I have a hard time with that. It's next week. It'll be next week. We'll get it done right away.
Next Wednesday,
Miss Adams, let's see, Miss Adams has a BOP sentencing. Miss Adams, yeah, it'd be next Wednesday at 8 AM.
that's fine.
All right, we'll set this for sentencing November 26th at 8 AM. You know, these violations break my heart a little bit because Mr. Lowe was a longstanding member of recovery court and doing relatively well. So, you know, I do want thought to go into this. Okay,
Thank you, Judge. Can we set that? I would like my client in person for that.
okay, so we'll make that in person. All right, so Mr. Lowe, Ms. Teskey will probably meet with you and go through some things with you. She'll prepare the report. We will get a copy of that to Mr. Noe and he will review that with you before sentencing, all right?
Okay, thank you,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
thank you, Mr. Lowe.
I'll have you for last week. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Spade, we have an 11 o'clock. I gotta, okay.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.